Larry, give me your best side. Oh yeah.
I've never been drawn like this.
Welcome to Gresham on the Go, a fast-paced monthly news show where we'll take you places, talk to interesting people, and give you highlights you need to stay informed and get involved in your community.
Get ready to get your art on. Gresham's signature event, the Gresham Arts Festival, is back on Saturday, July 17th for its 19th year. We are thrilled to welcome everyone to our community celebration of artistic inspiration and talent. In fact, this year featuring more than 100 artists from around the Pacific Northwest.
And today I'm pleased to introduce you to two of these amazing artists. We have Jeff and Arlene with Vosey Custom Leather and Dye. Jeff and Arlene, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be here.
So talk a little bit about your artwork, your connection to the Gresham Arts Festival, and your connection to East County.
Well, as new artists, we would travel around to different festivals and see what everybody else was doing and try to find a good fit. And being leather artists, we wanted something that would fit our creative level. And the Gresham Art Festival was just perfect for that because there's a lot of really good artisans here.
Right.
So we became part of it, and this will be our 4th year that we've been doing the show. And I'm just excited about coming back because we haven't done a big show since 2019. So, oh my God. And where it's at,
new area
oh my God, this is wonderful. This is going to be so beautiful.
Definitely excited to get back into it because, I mean, we have been sitting at home just making more products, gotten into tie-dye.
And this is a piece of leather that we stuck on top of it. It's a simple pillow. Mm-hmm. So we're just trying to take elements of both the things that we do and put them together.
Mm-hmm. So mark your calendars and get ready to savor and shop right here on the Gresham Arts Plaza, the venue for this year's festival. We'll also have a kids' corner, local food, treats, beverages, and more.
And while you're enjoying the festival, make sure to stop by Gresham's popular downtown farmers market, a diversity of delicious local restaurants and unique retail shops. Plan to make it a full day of fun in historic downtown Gresham.
What services do our residents need and deserve now more than ever? What kind of community do we want to be?
These are the questions your city council is considering as we begin a community-wide conversation in 2021 about Gresham's long-term financial sustainability.
Here to tell us more about this council work plan project is Assistant City Manager Elizabeth Coffey.
Elizabeth, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's talk about why it's important to have the conversation right now.
Yeah, so Gresham is an amazing community and we have a lot of great things going for us. We have kind of that small town feel. We are close to Mount Hood, the Gorge, the airport, and we're growing. And our residents have lots of big ideas and dreams that they'd like to see happen for this community. So our city council feels that now is the time to start planning for the future.
You talk about our community being so amazing. What obstacles do you think that we face?
Well, Gresham is disproportionately impacted by Oregon's property tax system, and so our revenues are really constrained and limited. A lot of the fees that we have not been increased at all since their adoption decades ago, and so we really face a challenge with some expenses that are rising and revenues that are flat. We have to figure out creative solutions for financial sustainability, and so council is considering a number of options from fees to bonds to districts to solve that problem.
What kind of things would the city be able to improve for its residents if more revenue was available?
So we're working on a number of really exciting projects right now. One of them is our Parks and Recreation Community Advisory Group that will be forming shortly. And they get to talk about some really fun things like our new recreation program and what kind of recreation opportunities the residents might want, as well as some really exciting new parks amenities that could be possible. Anywhere from basketball hoops to even a pickleball court, which was requested a couple weeks ago. And so that's a fun conversation that we're having. And then we're also talking about our urban renewal district, which expires in 2023. So what are some amazing projects that we could do in our urban renewal area if that was extended or expanded, if that's what the decision is? And then finally, we're talking about our general fund services, police services, fire services, economic development, bringing jobs to our region. And as part of that, we'll be talking in depth about our fire services, what kind of response time they have, what kind of fire stations they need, and their service delivery in general.
What has the city done so far to address some of the shortfalls?
So last year, the city was facing a 2-year gap of about $13.3 million. And so we took swift action. We reduced expenses by millions of dollars, cut dozens of positions, used one-time revenue from the CARES Act, and temporarily increased the police, fire, and parks fee to shore up our financial situation so that we're stable through the end of this next fiscal year in 2022.
What has the city council as a body said about what has been going on?
So this is definitely one of City Council's top priorities for the year.
This is a tremendous effort that we have to embark on. And I think we've got to, as a council, as a staff, as a team, I think this is one of the most important steps that we need to take on for our community to ensure that our community can achieve what we want to achieve. And we know the path forward is going to be it's going to be a lot of work as we head towards building out the overall solution. But I'm excited. I have confidence in our community that we are going to look at this comprehensively and put together the best package that helps us to achieve what we need to achieve as a community.
The City Council of Gresham is committed to hearing from all voices, especially when it comes to parks and recreation. Consistent with that vision is the creation of a new group, the Parks and Recreation Community Advisory Group. Here to talk about this group is Tam Driscoll, who is the Community Outreach Specialist. Tam, this is a historic moment for our Parks and Recreation. Talk about this process and what to expect next.
It is. You're right. The council is committed to hearing from all voices, and they approved and encouraged us to move forward to create this Parks and Recreation Community Advisory Group. And the goal of this group, first of all, is to open it up to the public and to invite all voices to come to the table so we can hear from our diverse community. The second aspect is going to be to tackle some difficult questions about parks and recreation, maybe short-term projects, long-term projects, and then the ultimate question is how do we pay for it all, right? So there's the funding. We want to reach out to maybe community members we haven't heard from in the past. And what we're encouraging folks is that you do not have to have prior committee experience. There is a time commitment, but we really want to make it comfortable in a space where people can feel good about giving their input. When we had our park survey, we had almost 1,000 people tell us what they thought about parks and recreation. So this group will take that information and also look at that and maybe help prioritize and give feedback to the council to say, hey, here's what we're hearing.